I can see there is so much of clarity in my face, and there's a lot of calmness and while performing at work. Doing by yourself is one thing, but doing with the group is definitely something which I really enjoyed when I did the 40-day program. I think if we believe in meditation, we can really heal ourselves.
I've been dealing with a few health issues like vertigo, and I was told that I will never be able to play badminton because it can trigger the vertigo. And also I imagined I'm playing badminton regularly, and I singing and even dancing, and the whole thing was so energizing. And when you said to lie down, I automatically, I don't know what happened, I started rotating my feet around my ankles, and I'm feeling so flexible and so fluid. So that's something amazing health feeling I'm having right now.
I've become more active, and I had little upper body pain, that is shoulder pain. It has reduced a lot, and the work I'm able to put is more.
Welcome everyone to day 12 of 40-day program. So in this week too, we have been learning about how subtly our physical and emotional aspects of health is improved through regular practice of meditation. We continue to learn further from Chandra sir. I humbly invite Chandra sir to take over.
Okay. Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, wonderful evening. When there is good news, then we celebrate and we have our attention on it for some time, let's say an hour. But when there is bad news, we have our attention on it for probably 24 hours, 48 hours. Good news means something that you feel good, higher emotion. Bad news is lower emotion, fear center getting active, some way or other fear. We come to understand that all actions that we do are either based on fear or based on love. Love means something around good. Fear means you're trying to survive. The fear is equal to bad, love is equal to good. For a moment, good and bad are, the right words are constructive, expansive, versus shrinking and restrictive. Restrictive and shrinking is bad. Constructive, expansive is good. That means you're always experiencing something more. It's something you are free to experience life, and so if anything that restricts us, anything that makes us resist, then we are then limiting our experience. That's what I would like to term as bad. And the good is something that always you are going to do more of it. Do more of it. Experience you like, so you're doing more. Or whatever is happening is helping you to experience more. The training enables us to experience more. Good thing. Somebody's talk discourages us, or we lose all our interest towards even doing whatever we're doing. Not good thing. Somebody's talk creates so much of worry and fear. So then we go away from doing more of it, not a good thing. Now, when good things happen, we are paying attention for a little while. When not so good things happen, we are putting our attention for a long time. The reason is the fear center, there is something called amygdala, the emotion center in our subconscious mind. The amygdala, the emotion center in subconscious mind. Hi, Sudhakar. Good to see you there.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Okay. Wonderful. So the emotion center, which is called amygdala in the subconscious brain, is tuning in to the impulses, the information is being sent from the conscious mind to the thalamus, hypothalamus. There are two aspects here. We just scan, and then they give ultimately some kind of conclusive information to the emotion center, saying that now this is not a good thing. So produce some hormones for the body to protect. And so then this amygdala comes up, and amygdala has a fear center in it. And some reason that fear center seems to be a lot more active for a longer duration compared to the happiness center, which is active for less duration when something's happened. Could be due to a significant amount of conditioning that's happening to our body and brains for a long time around the negative news that continues to come, the survival thinking that continues to be there. So we seem to be attending to more of the negative news or the bad things, and so then we continue to be in a fear. So that is happening because the amygdala is quite active and projecting that fear. Amygdala is emotion center, and that there is a reason for fear, and like goodness and this and that, and a calm and peacefulness and all of that. What is the reason means that area is producing chemicals that are making the human body feel fear. Or emergency mode, that shutdown mode, the fight or flight mode. So if it is active, suppose there is some train accident or a road accident, and then you have a trip 5 days later, then there is this constant fear going, am I doing right? Will I be safe? Oh my God, this is so gruesome, this is so horrible, and I'm so unsafe, and I'm putting my family in danger. All these things start going around in our mind. When we get to know about this road accident, the fear center is projecting a lot of fear for future, and amygdala has got its attention on it. Now, all of these fears will lead towards more and more worries, and then more and more worries unbounded will become anxieties, and then they become depressions unbounded, uncontrolled, become depressions. That is a sequence of how they become. What's the way? If there is something to subdue this, of course, we say, hey, there's nothing to fear. Everything is fine. Okay, you have to change your mode, alter your mode. Come on, listen to some songs and go to this park. These things are there as solutions today. But even a greater solution is meditation. If there is something that can lower the activity of this amygdala, the emotion center region, to keep in balance, keep in control, keep that in check, is meditation. There is any amount of research on these aspects. Sarah Laser was considered done a monumental study in the year 2005. We're talking of now 20 years ago. And only in 8 weeks, they had seen that this fear center is shrinking. The fear center portion in amygdala, for whatever reason, it shrank after 8 weeks of meditation, mindfulness practices. That fear center just shrank physically. Now, what is all this center? There's nothing but a bunch of neurons. They call them neurons are the cells in our brain. The skin cells are there, liver cells are there. There is another cell. What is a skin cell? Ultimately, a cell has got a characteristic of trying to produce a protein related to an outer layer. A liver cell will produce a protein to have them take the function of doing the liver. So brain cells are called neurons. And so an amygdala is a portion of the brain which contains a whole bunch of neurons, but it has a specific role to play. The role to play is that anytime there is something going around in this environment or from internal, when it gets a signal that, hey, this is a good feeling, this is not so good feeling, or this is a peaceful feeling, calmness, this is fear feeling, that is adventure feeling. So further, it produces a certain chemical. Neuropeptides, they call. So the chemicals are produced, they're released into the body and then go through and then go all around. And so then accordingly, the body functions. Fear center means fear is there, then the heart has to start beating fast and fast, right? It has to increase more fast beating because doing more circulation of the blood. There is a whole regulation of the body to protect itself in all cases. So this fear center, which is active by default, for meditators is shrinking. That means that when we have these fearful events, when we have these negative events, unpleasant events, we're not carrying that for too long. We're gaining the natural ability to let go. One is anything past events that are there, the many, many past events that keep on triggering fear into our minds. Now, those are slowly getting, we are disengaging from all of that past as we are doing this regular meditation. So, dear friends, so number one, the past worries, past fears, and all of them slowly are disappearing already because we are meditating regularly. Use it or lose it principle of neuroscience says that if you don't fire the circuits, means we don't recollect something for long enough, then it slowly disappears because that important resource in the brain will be reused for something else. Just like, stuff in our closets. If you don't use it for too long and slowly, it's also disintegrating. Beyond a point, we can't even find it anyway. All closets are full, isn't it, Richard, madam, all the time? Stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff. No, I need to buy more closets now. I want to find more things and open and put more things into it. Only to get daunted when you have something, then you don't know where to start. Anyway, there is a physical relation. We have to clear physically, then our mind also gets cleared. We have more physical accumulation, there's more mind accumulation. So the point, dear friends, is that with meditation, with a regular practice of meditation, number one, we are removing all the fear center and all the negative memories from the past. Very important. Many of us have many traumatic memories of various kinds. And they keep surfacing up again and again. For example, COVID. People had gone through a very tough situation, a traumatic situation in COVID. This post-trauma stress that continues to happen, called PTSD, post-trauma stress disorder. Because if one would have gone through a hospital, checked in, and then people are vacating left, right, center there, you're hearing news, and then somebody's got real challenge, suddenly they're wheeled into ICU. And if somebody has seen that, and then so they are really struggling to come out of that whole traumatic feeling. That memory is deeply sitting into the subconscious somewhere, and this needs to be seated out. And we know during COVID time, many of the participants have gotten so much of relief. Mental health is significantly improved through meditation. When they sat through for meditation, slowly this old memory, they start disengaging from it. The fear center is an amygdala shrinking. So both are helping them. One, that memory itself does not come. Two, when it comes from there or from something new that you're receiving from environment, but the fear center is already getting subdued. And so we have less and less of those fears. Ultimately, everything is either fear-based or love-based. the basis for many of mental health issues is this. And we need to disengage from the past, and we need to have a better structure in our subconscious in this amygdala center. It is happening through meditation. And why we are regularly hearing that I don't fear anymore. I don't, and then regularly hear why my anxiety reduced deeply. I don't keep on worrying about what may happen to me. Even though I hear news, I'm able to come out of it pretty quickly. So this is to not feel fear. Now, there is something more beautiful happening, dear friends. So one side, you're reducing depressions. Or depression. What is depression? You know? A lot of people who are in this service, they struggle in the service industry where they are expected to work all the time. So you feel lack of control of life. You come home, suddenly a call comes, you have to go. And so they're not even able to plan a life of anything. I mean, I've seen here and many industries who are in the service, public service. And so it's difficult. Either emotionally there is a lot of significant outbursts are there, lack of being able to control it. That lack of control does not make you feel good. Because we fundamentally want freedom. We want to be able to operate with freedom. But then when you don't have the freedom, it frustrates a lot. And so the lack of control, and that leads in many ways towards their addictions or depressions. Meditation is absolutely bringing people back because, one, the past events which are not that great, the depression, because when you don't have control, then you're firing somebody. You're firing somebody, you don't feel good about it. Again, it repeats again, you don't feel good. So then it leads towards a withdrawal because we are really getting angry unnecessarily with people. You're firing, and then we go into withdrawal symptom. Withdrawal symptom leads towards depression over a period of time. And so one is having disengaging from the past. So taking every day as fresh, coming into a hope. The second difference is that meditation engages, meditation produces a lot of feel-good hormones. Feel-good hormones. The feel-good hormones, what you see on my screen here, the back side. Now, these are produced in plenty. A feel-good hormone called dopamine makes us feel rewarded. No matter whether you got a special award or not, if you've done any task or not, right? You feel rewarded automatically. If you got a small win, you completed a small task, that's when you feel good about you. It's a reward chemical. It's produced automatically. A love chemical produced automatically. A mood change chemical produced automatically. And so on one side, the fear center shrinking, and so then the fears are not projected for long enough. On the other side, and then the contrary, it's got these chemicals that are produced and kept in plenty. It's like your gas tank, which is getting empty. Then what you got to try to fill up, and then it goes up and then fills. It doesn't overflow, isn't it? Automatically, there's a mechanism. It stops there. Whatever is necessary, meditation produces it. So no worries there for those of you meditating for long, saying, is it going to overflow? There's no overflow. They'll have a cutoff. But it'll keep us sufficiently full with these chemicals. So generally, when we hear this word, I am happy for no reasons because of these chemicals are there. Dear friends, this adds to a significant mental health. Fear removed, love increased. What more you want? You're happy, if you're rewarded, you feel happy, you feel like you're rewarded. Of course, you feel that human nature is to share it. You're ready to go and share that thing, whatever that is. Share your happiness. All we have to do, dear friends, is to sit down and meditate regularly. Those of you who have been having great mind and then great mental health, of going away from anxieties and worries and then feeling good all the time, or when there are big events happen that you're able to come out of it pretty quickly, please say yes in the chat. Encourage. There's so much to this subject, dear friends. Those of you interested, want to know a little more scientifically, go to eocinstitute.org, Exploration of Consciousness Institute. The website name is eocinstitute.org. And so it has plenty of information about this whole mental health challenges and then how meditation is helping. Many, many factors to it. Right. But it's all revolves around fears and then love, or stress and then joyful thought. That's all. Revolves around just that. Everything is centered around that. If thoughts are in check and control, and the thoughts move into a positive territory, automatically a lot of these things start disappearing, go away. Let's go into meditation, dear friends. Relax yourself, sit comfortably. We're practicing breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind and then rest the mind and be in the restful state for long enough period. And we do this by observing our breath. Resting the mind here means that we would like to be in a state of emptiness, less thought to no thought state. So when you observe the breath, sitting in the chair on the floor, as you see in the picture, fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap, cross your feet at ankle, and then remove the spectacles of anybody wearing new, and then observe your normal, natural breath. Anywhere in the nose as the reference point. And observe the breath slowly, mind is becoming empty. And as the mind is becoming empty, we experience emptiness all around. Be a witness to it. Observe it. You continue further, you may feel sensation, energy, movement in your body. Observe it. You may not have experienced anything at all. Instead, you may be finding breath and you observe the breath, and slowly you may go somewhere without, you don't know where you are, but you may be in a state of trance, we call. That is good. You don't even know. But when anytime you have a thought, if you have a thought and you recognize you have a thought, bring your attention back to the breath and again observe the breath and be ready to start over again. And again, observe the breath slowly go into empty states. This is called breath mindfulness meditation. We're doing this practice. We're spending our time maximum in here. Today, we're not doing the heart elevation process. Relax yourself, dear friends. Your eyes closed. Relax your body. yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience the emptiness where there's no body, where there's no thing, where there's no place in no time. Become aware of that emptiness spreading far and wide. All around your body. That's energy. All emptiness is energy, the quantum field of infinite possibilities. Merge into it. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness, that blackness, that field of light, the more possibilities you try into your life. The more directed you become. The more adaptable you become. recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What have you experienced? What did you see? And whenever you're ready, keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. Today we have sharing. We go into the breakout rooms. A great opportunity to ask questions. We are coming to near 2 weeks of completion here. It's a very good time to take the time just to contemplate. And then if you have even the slightest doubt about the practice, because your practice is getting set now. Whatever you thought, observe the breath means some people are still gently controlling their breath. Observe the breath means observing your natural breath, no control, no manipulation of the breath. We don't know. Oh, I'm not finding the breath, so I've started breathing. But that's not what we want to do. So the finest thing that you have any doubts are just open up and then express how you are doing it. That can lead to questions for yourself, for everybody, and then get answers. So in the breakout rooms that we go in today, please utilize the time to get all clarity of this process. It makes a difference. Before that, let me invite Anusha Madam to make announcements.
Thank you, Chandra sir, for wonderful meditation and music. Namaste, dear friends and masters. Good morning, great afternoon, and wonderful evening. I'm really fortunate to meditate with you all. I take this opportunity to thank all the donors contributed towards our operations since Jan 1st to 8th February. I'm announcing the names of the people who contributed more than 5,000. And the sponsors for this program are Preeti Agarwal, silver sponsor, Pratik Agarwal, bronze sponsor. The names of the contributors, more than 5K, are Mitsui Sandeep Bhatia, Karuna Shivaji Nemalipuri, Radhika AR, Sudhakar Venkata Bhimarasetti, Thuripala Nagapradeep, Meera Raju, Anil Devata, Kishore, Neelanjan Bardhan, Soumya Pudila, Natrajan, Sennimalai, Rita Guha, Ramaya Setti, and Kamarajugada Nagalakshmi. We are also thankful to the donors contributed other amounts too. Friends, Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation is organizing Global Conference of Meditation Leaders on 23rd, 24th, and 25th Feb at India Habitat Center in Delhi. And the objectives of this conference are raise awareness about meditation role in positive social change and individual resilience, and assist global leaders in formulating policies for widespread meditation adoption. And we are thankful to the sponsors and donors for this event. The names of the donors and sponsors are Quantum Coherence Technologies Private Limited, Bangalore; Lakshmi Machine Works Limited, Coimbatore; Rato Communications and Electronics Private Limited, Hyderabad; Orient Fashion Export India Private Limited, Delhi; PM Pro Exports Private Limited, Delhi. Thank you all. Thank you so much for this wonderful contribution. Friends, to be part of this global event, I would request you all to log on to buddhasevo.org and become part of this event. You can be a sponsor, you can be a participant. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anusha Madam. And I personally thank all the donors for supporting us in our mission. When you come into meditation, it becomes our mission. We feel that today, less than 5% are meditating the right way and finding themselves the right way, finding themselves fully. Less than 5% in the world perhaps are meditating the right way to know themselves, to become that energy from the body. And so they become unbounded, they become connected. Before we were very isolated and we are limited. Now we are connected, we are unbounded, unlimited. So the mission is there, that we continue to invite everyone to join us in what we are doing here. And unless we come together to give this to everyone around us, rather when we come together and give this to everyone around us, then we have a great cooperating society going for us. So thank you, all of you, for coming forward and contributing, small or big. And this Global Conference of Meditation Leaders is a maiden attempt to be doing this in Delhi. So there's plenty of opportunity to learn meditation, to meet many of the masters there. Dr. Newton is doing a one-day workshop, wonderful sessions he's doing on healing. Shreyans Dagaji is there, and he's going to do sessions. Of course, his meditations we all love. I'm doing a full-day pre-conference workshop, and then, of course, there's plenty of option to speak. And many meditation leaders, from Karthikeyan Sir to Kiran Bedi to who have implemented meditation firsthand, and to Director of Ayush from Indian government, so former CEO of Niti Yog. So many, Sri Amitabh Kant, who ran G20 recently for India. Many of them who practice, who implement it in their daily lives, and then so they also look at how it can help. So we learn, we take inspiration, we learn for ourselves. So it's a wonderful conference to be there for 3 days in Delhi. Please do log in, please do join, and be part of this program that inspires. We consider this an awareness event, an inspirational event. So thank you. And we will go into the breakout rooms now, and then we have a little bit of time left. To the breakout rooms generally run for about from now 7:20 a.m. India time here. So another 30 to 40 minutes they will go. But feel free to spend time, how much ever that you have, and then get your questions clarified, and then you can, of course, move on. And we will meet you all tomorrow in case I don't see you towards the end of this breakout session's end. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. And then Koti, please initiate the breakout rooms.
Yes, sir.